I got to find out that coconut does not taste the same. Yeah? Coconut does not taste the same. Oh. It's different from the one we have in Ghana, like totally different. Coconut, but the fruits here in France don't taste the same as the fruits in Ghana. I don't know how, for real.
A lot of white people, after visiting Ghana for the first time, they realized that the quality of fruit they ate in Ghana cannot be compared to what they usually eat in the diaspora. Ghanaian chef Abby recently went to France and she even said the same thing, that the quality of fruit they eat in Ghana, the one she ate in France, is nothing compared to it. Let's watch so many reactions of foreigners trying Ghanaian fruit and their own opinions, and then we come back.
Yo, so one of the biggest indicators that you're in Africa is that the fruit here is real. When you're American living in Africa, you can tell the difference. Just come visit. You can see the difference that when you eat meat or fruit, it's very organic here versus all the stuff that's allowed to be put in it in the States. So when I go out and I try to find watermelon at Whole Foods or anything, I can't find it. But if I go to a farmer's market at Leimert Park in Los Angeles, I can find the black seed. I went to Checkers in South Africa and I found this watermelon. And it was about 100 Rand, which is like $5 in the States. So also you're paying a different price point, but you're also getting the quality for way less money. And you know that it's organic. You know that it's black seeds in there. And that's how you can tell the difference.
This is the fruit that saved Ghana in 1983. Now, for most of us Ghanaians, we call this particular thing D-ball. But then the English name for this thing is bread nut. We gave it the name D-ball because of how it was shaped.
You get it?
Now, I'm sure most of you know that in 1983, there was a serious drought in Ghana.
I'm telling you.
Around the same time, Ghanaians were being kicked back from Nigeria. They would usually buy this bag and put their things in it. So the Nigerians gave it the name Ghana Must Go. Now, when these people came back, things became really intense. Hunger became so dominant to the extent that people developed deep gouges around their neck.
Look at my face.
And their collarbones would pop out, looking like a chain. So they gave it the name Rollins chain because around that time, Rollins was the one that was in power.
You don't know.
Some of the few crops that were able to survive were cassava, the breadfruit, and the bread nuts, aka the D-ball. The cassava, for instance, even if they were rotten, you couldn't throw them away.
I'm telling you.
You'd keep them and use them for kukunte or even gari. The D-ball and the breadfruits on the other side, they became our yam. People depended on this particular thing to survive.
You get
so
it?
literally everybody had one in their backyard. Now, for those of you who don't know what the breadfruits look like, this is what it looks like.
You don't know.
And then these are the nuts that we call the D-ball.
Hi guys, this is Hannah from Discovery Den. I had to show you these. So we are currently in Ghana and these are amazing fruits called velvet tamarind fruit. They have a super fluffy, furry casing on the outside, so it feels like velvet. And when you crack it, so if I just pop it, let's see. Oh, there you go. You can see that crack. The casing comes off and we get this little fruit. It's got a pip inside, so you have to be a little bit careful. But there's my little fruit. Super delicious. When you're eating it, it's like a little bit like a blackcurrant, where there's a little bit of tartness along with the sweetness. Super tasty. Massive vitamin C booster. Great anti-inflammatory. These are indigenous to the rainforest, which means they naturally grow in the rainforest, which is another reason why we need to protect our rainforests to avoid losing fruits like these. Incredible. Definitely worth a try. It feels so soft and smooth on the outside. So here you are guys, velvet tamarind fruit here from Ghana, super tasty. What other fruits do they grow? We're gonna have a look. Come follow, like for more cool videos about Ghana, about learning. Learning is fun. Stay tuned, stay fresh. Peace out.
They are planting and eating our organic pineapples. So let's learn something about these two pineapples. Can you tell the difference between these two? This one and then this one. Do you know the difference? Okay, So I'm making this video to enlighten many of you about these two pineapples. This one right here that I'm holding is our organic pineapple, the one that God gave to us, the one that nature gave to us. This is it. You see, this is it. This one is not generic, or I don't know whether I'm using the right term. This is not generic. This is original organic pineapple. This one is strong, it is powerful, it has all the nature's components in it. So therefore, if you want to eat pineapple, just be wise. This one right here is what some of us call in pharmaceutical sector as generic. You know, when it comes to pharmaceutical medicines, we have original and then we have generic. This is what they brought to us, and this is what they are trying to make sure that we plant this and have it all across Ghana and Africa. So this one is original. This one is modified. This is to let you know that it is time for us to embark on serious organic production, land production and organic farming. This is the only way our future can be secured. Let's also be careful. There are too many non-organic fish farming also going on. Let's be careful. The fact that a fish came out fresh does not mean that it is a fish that is meant for you. Some of you may not have some kind of strong immune system to eat some of these fishes that are coming from some certain farms. Many of the fishes that we are eating now are not coming from the wild anymore. They are not coming from the sea. They are not coming from our rivers or our streams. These fishes are being farmed by farmers who do not even have any knowledge of the kind of feed that they are giving all these fishes to eat.
Welcome to my channel. I'm Delicious Army. Here I talk Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, and all the good stuff relating to them. Kindly like the video and subscribe to the channel. Oh my God, I've always known this, that food grown in Africa has higher quality than what is, grown in many of these European countries. Yes. Why? Because some of the food, particularly the fruits you find in Africa, are still in their natural form. They are still in their natural taste compared to the ones you see in the diaspora. Many of them have GMO and a whole lot of, components that have been added to it. Many of these diaspora farmers love to crossbreed. Yes, what crossbreed means is that they just take a particular species of one fruit and then they plant it with the species of another fruit. These people like to experiment. And most of the times, that crossbreeding doesn't end well because there are some properties in some fruits that should actually not be found in another fruit. Then imagine you crossbreeding them. So that is why many of the fruits you eat in Africa has higher quality compared to the one you eat in the diaspora. Particularly Ghana. There's this pineapple I used to buy. They call it Cotonou pineapple. Yes. And that pineapple is just so sweet. It has this natural sugary taste compared to the one I buy in Nigeria. But there's this particular pineapple called Benue pineapple. I heard that one is the highest, species of pineapple you can find in Nigeria. But other pineapples I've eaten, they taste so sour and bitter that after eating it, all your tongue will be so itchy and so bad. So most of the time when I want to buy pineapple, I just tell them to give me Cotonou pineapple because that one has a mild and a very nice taste. So that is just it. The quality of fruit and food you find here in Africa cannot be compared though. So many of our people that have relocated to the diaspora, they always say it. If you ask them, what did you miss about Africa? They always tell you the food, the food, the food, the food. Yes. Somebody even said that apples in the diaspora and apples in Africa are different. And the apple in the diaspora tastes water, tastes watery compared to the one she eats in Accra. The one she eats in Accra has this solid apple taste. And you will never understand these things until you are in the shoes of these people. But let me know in the comment section, do you live in a diaspora? What is your fruit experience compared to the one you had in Ghana? Are there any differences, or do you think these things are just made up stories? Let me know in the comment section. But one thing I know for sure is when it comes to food stuff, quality food items, you cannot compare the quality of food you have in Africa to the one you find in the diaspora. Although some European countries these days are doing so much when it comes to the quality of food they process, but you cannot still compare that quality. That is why you see so many of our African brothers who go to the diaspora, whenever they're coming back home, they always take back African food. You see them pay so much on excess luggage just to have a taste of that African meal back home in the diaspora. And that is why we have a lot of African shops prospering in the diaspora. Why? Because if the quality of rice or the quality of beans or the quality of fruits they buy in the diaspora is the same, then we will not have African shops. We have African shops because we know that the quality of food they have back there and the one we have back here in Africa is totally different. If not bad government, trust me, so many people will want to stay back home to enjoy good fruit, good food, and fresh air. But feel free to drop your own opinions in the comment section. So many of these diasporans have spoken. Let me hear yours, okay? I'm Delicious Army. Yeah, it's Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, and all the stuff relating to them. I'll see you in my next one, guys. Bye bye.